I want to show a different trick today. This is no scripting. We're just using the query formula and custom arrays to make something really cool. So here's the setup I have. I have Mary, Nick, and Jason with some amounts in both location 1 and location 2. And I want to get those all into the same location. I don't want to have to look at both sheets. I want some dashboard, right, that shows both. Let's go over first one really important concept, that is custom arrays. So I can do equals curly brace, and I can do 1, 2. That's going to create 2 columns. That's going to output to 2 columns. And I can do equals 1 semicolon 2 to output to 2 different rows. I can even take that one step further. Curly brace, 1, 2, semicolon 3, 4. And I can actually start making these custom matrices from the formula itself. So I'm going to be using that specifically. I'm going to start by using this concept of using the semicolon to break data into stacked columns. So equals brace location 1, A2 through B, because I want the entire column, and then location 2, A2 through B. Excellent, that outputs. However, if we come down here, we see that there's this enormous amount of space because it really is pulling the entire column. There's no filtering there. So that's when we go ahead and wrap it in query. Because query, we can do a really simple select all where col1 is not null. So give me everything where there actually is something in the first column. Now it outputs all of it to the same. Fantastic. I want this a little bit nicer. Let's do order by col2. So now it's in ascending order by amount. Awesome. This could still be better. Because looking at this, there's no way to know where Mary's 13 comes from or Jason's 52, right? I don't know which sheet that's on, and it'd be really, really helpful to know that. That can be the case if we have 1 sheet per salesperson. That can be the case 1 sheet per location, 1 sheet per product. It can be really nice to know where these different data points come from. For this, we need to use this concept of creating a full 3-dimensional, or I guess this is 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, I don't know. We have rows and columns, and I want to output to both. So to do this, I'm going to add some extra data into the data clause itself. Let's go ahead and break this down to make it a little easier to see. So before location 1, I want to insert the name location 1. So to do that, let's write an array formula. If length location 1, and in this case, I just need A2 through A, because I'm just checking the length there. Then output location 1 as a string. Okay, following so far? Then we want to do the same thing for location 2. Comma there. I'll just go ahead and copy that. Okay, following? So I have array formula if length in location 1, A2 through A. I'll get rid of that. And output location 1, and then pull all of the data from location 1. If there is length, if there is data in location 2, A through A, then output location 2, and then the location 2 data. And when we go ahead and push go, we get exactly that. It's now outputting the name and then the amount, the name of the sheet, and then the name of the person, and then the amount. But let's order that by 3. We get the same sorting. So sheet, name, amount. And all we had to do was, in the custom array that gives us the data from both sheets stacked, we want to add a column before each that outputs the entire name. And I can show what that looks like by itself. So it just gives me all of location 1 with location 1 first. And then we're back to that same issue where we have location 2 all the way down here in the thousands. That's what we're looking at. With a clever use of custom arrays, where you can declare your own arrays using curly braces, we can actually get a query to output the name of the sheet from which the data is coming. As always, like, subscribe, go ahead and connect with me, and go ahead and ask if there's any questions. But I really like this formula when we're pulling data from multiple sets and need to know where that data came from.